Hello, everyone. Welcome to Power Rangers Centurion, the only Power Rangers live stream that's HOTTOGO, according to Chappelle Rowan, who's never seen it, I don't think, but I think she would enjoy it if she did. I'm John McDonald. I am your GM for this fabulous venture. We are on episode 29, if you can believe it or not. This is sort of a continuation of the previous episode, so if you didn't get a chance to watch that, I think you'll get the hang of it quite quickly, but you can always catch up on our past episodes on our YouTube page. Isabits does a lot of work behind the scenes, including getting things up on the YouTube, and I'm ever so grateful to have Isabits in my life. And I apologize ahead of time for the emotional damage I'm going to probably impart tonight and in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after that. Basically every week, every Wednesday, because we record the Power Ranger podcast, which we are still working on the second half of season 2. Um, to get out to all you fine folks, that goes up on the Shadows of Nox YouTube. But Isabeth gives as good as she gets because on the 25th, which is not this Sunday but next Sunday, I will be reprising my role as Abernath Quinn in the finale of Act 1 or Season 1?
I'm calling it Chapter 1, but really
Chapter
just the
1.
end of this particular story arc.
Yes. The last time I did Call of Cthulhu with Isabits in the finale, I got turned into a leech person. So anything could happen this time. Literally anything. So tune in for that on Sunday. But you are here Wednesday. It's going to be fabulous. We're going to have a lot of really cool Halloween stuff coming up. So if you are visiting us for the first time or you haven't come and checked out our Discord page yet, please do, because in a couple of weeks we're going to be putting out our casting calls for Halloween. Because guess what? It's almost September, which means it's practically Halloween, and October is the anniversary month. So we're going to have a whole bunch of cool stuff, including a destination investigations that will make everybody feel warm and toasty and might make one or two people cry. But enough about me. So let's go around the table. I'm actually going in a specific order tonight. I'm going to start with John Blair. Hello, John.
Hi, my name is John Blair. You can find me on the Shadows of Nox here as Felix Boucheron on Power Rangers Centurion. You can also find me on the podcast as Britt Kerrigan, another lovable Pink Ranger. I am in the Being Villainous game that is being run by our fabulous Red Ranger, Grim. I play Eden, a centaur man with nature magic. And then I'm also going to be starting an Avatar Legends campaign on this channel. So if you are a fan of the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe, make sure you stay tuned for that. That should be happening in October. So yeah, I'm happy to get that off the ground, and I'm happy to be here.
I don't think we ever had a casting call fill up as quickly and fill the table as quickly as you putting out a call for Avatar people. I'm very excited about that.
As am
The
I.
date of that launch is October 1st. So it is not just the first day of October, but it's the start of our anniversary doing new stuff. And it's super cool. And I'm super excited to tune in for your GM style.
Thank you.
Yeah, very exciting. And then we'll move along to Eric, who survived Gen Con. You survived. Probably,
Yeah,
most likely. Who knows? Did you survive? Are you like a robot? Are you like
I made it through. I'm still recovering, but I made it through. That's not true. I just had to go right back to work. So everybody else took days off. I didn't. So yeah, I'm Eric with Norse Foundry. I play Alex the Black Ranger, and after listening to John's long list of things, I don't do anything. I work. Uh, and I hang out with my dog.
Your dice are fantastic, so I disagree because those North Foundry dice are like everything.
Well, it's a long day in the warehouse with a hammer and chisel, hammering out those aluminum dice with no air conditioning or water until I knock out 4 or 5 sets. That's how we roll.
Amazing. I hope you at least have a jaunty tune to sing while you swing your hammer, like a sea shanty, but on land, a land shanty, if you will.
But yeah, that's. I'm here today.
You are here today.
I'm here.
Yes, and for you and all the fine folks, by the way. I guess I don't know. Isabeth, should we wait to announce the special thing we're doing during October, or
I don't know.
because I don't think anybody has talked about it yet,
We
and we
haven't.
just made the decision.
Yeah, no,
So
we
I'll leave it
haven't.
up to you when you introduce yourself, which is this is my
Okay.
segue to it. You get to decide everything else that you do here because you're everywhere. You're like the ninja
And
of the Shadows of Nox.
I am. Okay, so I am Isbits. I play Jules Verne, the Blue Ranger here tonight. On alternate Wednesdays over on the YouTubes, you can catch me as the Red Ranger in our other Power Rangers game for the podcast as Jane Russell. I am in the Being Villainous game. We are streaming it every other Thursday. So not this Thursday, but next week, Thursday, will be session 3 for Being Villainous, where I play Beatrix Dupree, the how did I announce myself last time we recorded it? Honeypot Extraordinaire, shape changing assassin. I am over on Lucas G Variety whenever we get the chance to play for Fallout. Um, I run Call of Cthulhu on Sundays here, but again, that is this Sunday is the end of chapter 1, and I'm not sure when chapter 2 will be picking up. Probably sometime after the first of the year. Um, what else am I doing? I'm going to be running a game over on. Oh God, she keeps changing the name. She keeps rebranding. Over on a channel, and I will get a link eventually because I'm not sure what she's calling herself these days. I'm either going to be running Fallout or a different Call of Cthulhu game. I have not decided yet. But that's a fun gay time over there, and I love it. What else? What else? So October. That is our 1 year anniversary. We are going to be doing a lot of really fun spooky things. I am running a one shot on Halloween. I don't know what yet. Don't ask. I haven't decided, but it's going to be a good time. It's going to be spooky and fun and great. Throughout the month of October, we are going to we are finally going to be able to start taking like subscriptions and bits and stuff like that here soon. And in October, throughout the month of October, during our games, if you do a subscription to us, your name goes into a raffle. If you gift subscriptions, every 4 that you gift your name, you get an extra name. Your name goes in again into this raffle. And on Halloween, I will be drawing a couple of names. One of the winners will get a fun mystery box from our very own Zordon. The other winner,
Probably not poison. Probably not poison.
it's probably going to be poison. The other winner will get to pick a game system from a list that Teslin, John, and I will give you. And one of us will GM a game for you. Whether it be like a 1 or a 2 shot. You win a game of your choice GM'd by one of us. I don't know if that's actually a win. Like, if you get stuck with me, I apologize. That might not actually be a win.
It's okay.
It
They
should be
can
a fun
swap through Buffy system with me. We like I know people love Buffy. I might have the Neopet system by then. I should have at least have the cheat sheet, so you could live your Neopets fantasy if you want
Yeah.
to. I'm gonna make Neopets happen here. We're gonna do some high fantasy cuteness. What's gonna happen?
Yep, it's gonna be fun. So, once we're able to start doing subscriptions and stuff, maybe you want to wait until October. Maybe you just want to do more subscriptions in October. Either way, it's going to be a fun time. Any money that we make here will be put back into the channel in some way. But that is it for me, and I'm going to stop talking now.
Okay. I love to hear. I have so much emotional damage tonight. I'm just so excited to get to it. So as they would say in Centurion Ridge, let us rock it.
Okay, we're out.
All right. So I would like to start with Jules, because this is a two-part episode. So at the end of the last episode, um, Jules got a very weird call from their mom. They'd had a confrontation with their mom earlier in the day over their dad apparently having episodes, which they had been hiding from Jules. And the episodes were both related to something Jules had had dreams about and something that had been going on with Ellie. Apparently, Ellie was asking questions about your family after stealing a computer out of the Joslo factory that you all burnt down together. Um, However you want to characterize that. So Link, so the Red Ranger has gone with you because you were morphed at the time, I think. Maybe you were morphed. But Link has gone with you back to your house, and he's going to stay outside and post watch for you in case anyone comes up the drive. You do notice there's no car in the driveway. Uh, But that's where I'm gonna start off with is that you are kind of just standing in front of your house. You've had this very weird interaction. All of these things you have questions about seem to be centered around your family. So the ball is in your court, Jules.
All right. So there's no car in the driveway. Are there lights on in the house? Does it look like anybody's home, or is it all just kind of dark?
There is a light on, but your dad is a professor and tends to leave lights on. So if you see a light that is on, that doesn't mean someone's home. It just means dad was in that room.
I
And
forgot. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Um.
you pay a high electricity bill, but you know,
Okay. Um. As I walk up to the door, can I attempt to do an alertness test to see if I can hear anything, if I see anything weird, um, anything to maybe alert me as to what I'm gonna find when I go inside?
sure. So you can do either an alertness test for physical, or you can do a cultural test or a culture test for weirdness. So you can really decide which you want.
Oh, that's a hard decision. I think I'm I'm just already expecting weirdness, so I think I'm gonna look for the physical things. Like, is anybody home? Is anybody hanging around? I don't want to be surprised. Basically, is what I'm looking for. I'm already going in expecting things to just be weird.
No, weird in my games, I never. I am shocked. Shocked to
Can
find
I re-roll
weirdness.
that since I got a 1 on the d20?
Uh, yeah. You do get a story point for being this game. You get a story point for. I don't know if you get story points for when you fail rolls like that. I think you might for a one, but yeah, you can reroll that.
11.
11. Or since you're just doing alertness, no, you don't smell tangas behind the door. You don't hear anyone running about and shouting. So you
Okay.
know, yeah, everything seems just fine. It's just fine. Everything's fine.
Um, all right, so our Red Ranger is jumping in. He's not going to be on camera today, so I shouldn't have to worry about fixing anything. Before I do anything else, do you want me to wait since he's jumping in case he doesn't
Yeah,
want to
that's
stay
fine.
outside?
Then
Okay.
he can be standing at the door with you.
Actually, I may have misread that. He said I'll be there soon, so I'll just go in,
Okay.
and then if he wants to join me once he jumps on, then that's fine. Okay, yeah. So I got an 11. Did you say I saw anything? Sorry, I was messing with that.
No,
No, nobody.
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody. If anything, the absence of anyone there, like at least one of your parents has always been home, as far as you can think back. It's pretty unusual for the house to be like empty without you knowing about it. Maybe if they were at a conference or something, but
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
there doesn't seem to be anyone there.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna. I'm trying to decide if I want to knock on the door, if I just want to walk in. I think I'm just gonna quietly open the door and listen before I step all the way in. Do I hear anything when I open the door?
No. You could drop a pin. It's dead silent in there.
Okay.
Before you get too far in the house, could you describe your foyer for me, please? Or your entrance? I don't know if it's fancy or not.
It's not too fancy. They there's like a little like cabinet, small cabinet on up against the wall by the door, next to a coat rack, just like a very generic like wooden coat rack. And there's typically like a couple of like a pair of shoes or two from my dad just kind of like walking in and like kicking his shoes off at the door. On the little cabinet that's next to the door, it's typically like almost overflowing with like either like briefcases if they just dropped it there. Sometimes they put it on the floor next to it. Keys, books, papers. There's typically a million different types of like pens and highlighters just kind of tossed on it. It's very, very disheveled for somebody who likes to like be very organized when he's grading papers. He's not really that organized anywhere else, and my mom isn't as nearly as organized as he, like she's not as particular as he is. So like she'll try to like go up and like clean it, but they both get so distracted from like grading papers and talking about like lesson plans and stuff like that that they really just don't think about tidying it up. So it's not like super messy, it's just cluttered with, you know, school stuff, books, pens, highlighters, stuff like that. There's a small like, I don't want to say small, but there's like a what is the word I'm looking for? It's a rug that's on the floor that my mom loves. My dad hates it. It's ugly. It's like this like burnt orange. And you can tell it's like faded because she's had it forever. It's like this burnt orange color, and it has like these really weird like yellow flowers on it. I don't know. It's like something she picked up in a thrift store somewhere, and she like fell in love with it when her and my dad got married, and she like will not, like, everywhere we move, it's no matter how hard we try to get rid of it, it always moves with us somehow. And then that's pretty much it. It kind of like opens up. They do have a 2-story house, so there's like the staircase in front of you that like leads upstairs. But it's not like a huge fancy house.
Sure. Or it wasn't.
Okay.
We were there earlier.
Yeah, okay.
So the first thing is, someone has tidied up the foyer.
Okay.
The mess that you expect to see is not there. If anything, it looks like someone did some shinola on the floor, which for those of you that aren't old enough to know what shinola is, means somebody waxed the floor. Just out of curiosity, are there any like paintings, like bric-a-brac statues, tchotchkes, anything that would have a face?
Nothing that would have a face. My dad really likes like abstract art, and my mom really likes she likes like a lot of like floral stuff, like classical like floral and like outside like looking stuff. So nothing really with a lot of faces in it.
Okay, so this will be less unsettling for you then.
Okay.
There is some framed art that is like a reproduction of, I'll say, a Van Gogh piece, and we can change in post if your mom doesn't like Van Gogh.
Van Gogh's fine.
The flowers in that portrait are wilted, even though it's not actual flowers. It's supposed to be painting of flowers, and they definitely were not wilted last time you looked at it.
That's weird. Is there anything else different about the entrance?
Not if you're just doing an alertness roll.
Okay. I'll step in the house.
Great.
Now, it normally, my mom loves the smell of lavender. It normally really heavily smells of lavender in the house. Does it still smell the same, or
Yeah, there's no lavender.
that is really weird? That is really, really weird. Okay.
There is a smell.
Oh
Give me a
dear.
survival. Give me a
Oh
survival roll.
dear.
No, I'm not. I don't. I promise, I'm not going full Hell House on you. There are no clowns in your basement.
I got a 1.
Cool.
Yeah.
It really smells like Shinola in here. So it's like an aggressive
What?
cleaning smell. It's like someone was doing a Mr. Clean commercial in your house. Like the further along you go, you're gonna start noticing like everything feels very weird and shiny and like unreal.
Does it feel more like a show house now? Like everything's in
Yeah.
its place, everything smells like brand new and freshly cleaned, like that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's like it is like being in a museum.
Okay.
Like one of those houses that they've turned into a museum, like when a famous person lives there.
Um, and I still don't hear, it's still just very silent right now. I still don't hear anybody. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, you kind of notice as you start walking around that there's like an echo from your feet, as if you are again in a museum. Like that thing where you walk through a museum and like you
Right.
can hear your sneakers squeak even if you haven't stepped in water ever.
Um, all right. So typically I could probably find them in like 2 different places around this time of day. My mom would probably be either in the office with my dad and they would both be working, or my mom would be in the kitchen, my dad would be in the office. So I'm gonna check the kitchen first, and then I'm gonna go to because the weird last time wasn't centered in the office, so I'm gonna go to the kitchen first to see if anybody's in the kitchen.
The kitchen has just been cleaned to within an inch of its life. It is absolutely
What?
meticulous and sparkling in a way that seems absurd. Like this, like you can see a reflection in the ceiling. It's so clean.
What the hell? All right, at this point I'm starting to get a little worried. Um if not even a little scared, because this is not something that my parents would do. Like they like a clean house, but they're not going to like make everything shine. Um I'm gonna check upstairs. I'm gonna check their bedroom. I want to see if maybe they're sleeping and that's why I'm not hearing anything. Maybe they came home and I don't know, but maybe they're upstairs first. I'm really avoiding the office right now.
That's fine. That's fine. So it's kind of weird. Their bedroom is usually on like the right or left, right?
Yeah, when you go up the stairs, their bedroom's normally on the left. Mine's normally on the right.
It's a longer hallway than you remember it being. Much longer. It's almost as if the bedroom, the farther you try, the more you try to get to it, the more it like is moving away from you. You just seem to be walking down a hallway that continues to move with you, for lack of better terminology.
Okay. For both, really.
Just out of
Go ahead.
yeah,
No, go ahead.
yeah, just out of curiosity, have you passed any mirrored surfaces yet?
Maybe. There is
Like
a mirror on the wall. Yeah, there is a mirror on the wall in the hallway.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've passed it yet. There's one in like the very back, so like you get to the hallway, the very back wall of the hallway, there's one there. And then there's a couple of pieces of like little like art pieces like that are kind of mirrored as well, that are on the wall.
All right. So you probably don't expect a curtain where the mirror normally is, right?
No. No, not
Yeah.
typically. No.
There's a curtain there. It is it looks like one of those old like if you went to like a manor house in England,
Hmm.
it's like one of those old like again like for a museum.
Can I get to that and open it, or is it still just not letting me
Sure.
get down the hall? Okay.
Yeah, it's at the point where like you're kind of walking with it for a while, but yeah. So you'd like to open the curtain? If you don't have to,
I don't want to
you don't
say
have to do
I
anything.
I'm not going to say I want to open the curtain, but I feel like I should open the curtain.
Cool. So you open the curtain, and where there a mirror should be, there is black shiny goo where a mirror should be. And you start to hear a voice, but you don't recognize the voice. It's a male voice, and is asking you for help. And there's a female voice talking to the male voice, and they're having a conversation in whispers about something about being lost, something about not doing their job. You don't recognize these voices. They don't seem to be bickering. They seem to be actively concerned, and one of them uses the word trapped.
So Jules doesn't recognize the voice. Does Elizabeth recognize the voice?
No,
Okay.
nobody
Okay.
in or off the table technically
Just-
recognizes the voices.
Just making sure.
Just yes, no, nothing like that. No,
Okay.
we're not doing a full crossover yet.
Are they okay? So they're talking to each other. The person asking for help, are they? Are they talking to me, or are they just talking to each other?
It's like that thing where something has been bad for a while, and every now and then you just cry out for help to see if someone can help you, and then if nobody answers, you're like, that didn't work, and you go back to your other conversation.
Okay.
You know, as normal people do in their
Right,
everyday lives, where they're
As you
asking
do.
for help, and then, yeah, as you do.
As you do.
As you do.
Okay. Okay. Is the hallway still like if I try to get to my parents' room, is the hallway still doing the weird thing where I can't like get down the hallway?
You haven't tried running yet necessarily, so you might be able to run into it, but yeah, like
Okay.
the mirror seems like the fulcrum of this whole soiree.
Um, I'm gonna try talking to the voices and see if they can hear me too. Um, do you know where you are? How can I get to you?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, who are you? Where are
someone
you?
can hear us. Oh, oh, well, gosh, I haven't had a name in a long time. I guess you can call me Tonfuzz. That's what they used to call me. Um, Hi. Yes, you can hear me. I didn't actually expect anyone to be able to hear me. Hello. Where are you?
Where are you?
Well, I can't see, so I couldn't actually tell you. I can tell you there is a spider that has been climbing on my face. I'd really like to not have a spider climbing on my face at a certain point, but there's not much I can do about it. So are you magically gifted? I feel like probably you must be magically gifted if you can hear us. Can you hear both of us?
I can hear both of you. I don't think I'm magically inclined. No. Not usually. Kind of. I don't know. It's weird. Things are weird.
Yeah, you get that a lot. Yeah, that happens a lot. More so than anyone wants to admit to themselves.
Did you go through some black goo by any chance? Did you see black goo?
Oh no, that's usually, well, I mean, we don't really see, but because we don't have eyes. But no, I mean the woman uses the black goo to get around. Um,
What woman?
well, she likes to describe herself as beautiful and bald, but I don't know if that's helpful in context or not. You really can't blame her. It's not really her fault. Well, it is her fault, but humans do what humans do. We don't blame you. We try not to judge.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. And she's just like saying, okay, okay. Like she just at this point does not know. Um. She does not know anything right now. Can I only?
You sound relatively stressed out. No offense. You sound a little stressed out.
Um. Yeah, no, it's been a rough couple of days, but I mean, you're like in a weird place and you don't have eyes, so I don't think you should be worried about me.
Well, I don't normally someone uses me. I don't normally have eyes, so I'm not really freaked out by that.
Okay. Um, okay. I don't know. Um, are you, I guess, I don't know, safe? I think maybe that's a silly question, but I'm not really sure how to get to you to help you.
Well, it's not a matter of being safe. I mean, like, is Ivan Ooze around? Like, is he, like, alive currently?
Yes.
That's the real problem. Oh, okay, that's bad.
Yeah, that's part of the reasons why I'm stressed. We're trying to defeat him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I've got good news and bad news. Would you like the good news or bad news first?
You know what? Let's just get the bad news out of the way. Let's just hear the bad news.
Oh, great. So there's only one of us left, and if he uses the last of us, everyone in your city will die. So that's the bad news.
And the good news?
The good news is you can talk to me. So I'm guessing that means you're a Power Ranger?
Okay, but how does that help me from not making him eat you?
Wait. No, he doesn't have to, like, eat us. Like, he's absorbed our energy, but, like, we're not... I guess you could consume us. And you hear another voice go, well, yeah, I guess you could consume us, so that's not going to do any good. Do you not know about us?
No. We kind of got thrown into this whole Power Ranger thing, and we can't get a hold of anybody to, like, tell us how... I don't know. Things are weird here, and I don't think that I'm supposed to be a Power Ranger. I think it's an accident. I do. I think it's an accident. I don't think I was supposed to be I don't think I'm supposed to be a Power Ranger. I have a Power Ranger friend here. What?
Oh, that makes you the best candidate to be a Power Ranger, is when you don't want to be a Power Ranger. Because, like, it's a whole thing about having humility and stuff. So, I'm gonna wager a guess. Are you the blue Power Ranger by any chance?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. That's why you can hear me. That makes sense. Hello.
Hi.
I'm a blue power weapon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a person. You're a weapon. Why didn't you say that? I was so confused. I thought I was supposed to save a person. Not that you're not important too.
No.
I don't want you to think you're not important, because you are important. You are very important.
Yeah. But don't you? I'm a Tonfa. Do you not know what a Tonfa is?
I mean, now that you say that, I do. But, like, at the time, I thought I was talking to a person, and I thought it was weird that your name was Tonfa. But I was like, who am I to judge? I'm not going to judge. Like, that's not my place.
Well, I was a person like 10,000 years ago, but it's just better to be a weapon at this point, really.
That is true. How do you get that? Can I be a weapon instead? I think I would be much better as a weapon. Maybe. Actually, no, I take that back. I think it would be a very bad weapon. I don't think it should be a weapon.
I mean, considering we're all about to die, I don't know that it's really ideal.
Okay. Well, how can I get to you so that he can't absorb your essence?
Oh, well, that's the problem. He's already done it to the 5 of us, and if he does it to the 6th one, he'll be all powerful, and then the world will be in danger. So it's really less. I mean, I don't know what would happen if you found us, but I can't think it would be bad, because our job is to help the Power Rangers. But
so
you don't know where we are.
Okay, so wait, let me make sure that I understand this, because like I said, it's been a very stressful day, and I'm not at 100% right now.
Sure.
Are you the weapons that have already been absorbed? We can't. We don't know. We haven't talked to Zordon. I don't know who that is.
Haven't talked to Zordon?
No. There was a little, like,
What about-
robot guy. There was, like, a little weird robot guy that, like, talks to us every once in a while, but, like, we can't get a hold of
yeah,
them. That's why I think it was a
Oh,
mistake.
that's
I think
bad.
that things are just weird. But okay, so let me make sure that I get. Are you the weapons that have already been absorbed, and there's another weapon in my world that's about to be absorbed? Is that correct? Like, are you the weapon? Is this where you are? Like, where power weapons go once they've been
Oh,
absorbed? Is that what I'm understanding, or are you waiting to be absorbed?
no. Well, see, so I was absorbed. Let me see what year it was. Let me think for morning.
Okay.
There was a film. I was brought to Centurion Ridge to guard, and there was a film that happened at this movie theater, and it drove people insane. And of course, I took the longest to find, but red's been here, and pink and yellow and green have all been here for like different time periods. I guess I'm the youngest, as it were. Um, yeah. So we've just all been kind of hanging out. Slowly, we were all kind of absorbed and then used to destroy the town. The town gets rebuilt. Everybody, has anyone told you about the memory loss? Has that happened? Has anyone like figured that out, or is that like a shock to you?
No, yeah, we kind of know about that sort of. We have, like, I feel like we have bits and pieces of the story, but we don't have the whole thing yet. So what you're saying to me is there's a power weapon that we need to find so that he cannot absorb it. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Yeah, and it's the strongest.
It's the
'Cause
strongest.
the biggest piece of it's the biggest piece of the crystal.
It's the biggest piece of the crystal.
Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts as to how I can find this?
Well, I mean, I can't guarantee anything because Zordon is supposed to keep it safe, but it sounds like Zordon is no longer around. Um, it, I think if you come and find us, it might be we might be able to help you. Because if you're in my spectrum, we can talk to each other, obviously, which is neat and also very scary. Yeah, no pressure on time, but yeah, like I said, if Ivan uses the last weapon and corrupts it, then everybody will die. So no pressure
Cool.
on that.
Yeah. Cool. Fun times.
Sorry, that's the best I got information wise.
Super cool. I'm so excited to hear about that. Okay, so I have a couple of questions. I was gonna ask if you have time, but obviously you have a lot of time, so I don't think you'll mind my questions.
I mean, it's more like you don't really have a lot of time, but
That's
yeah.
fair. Okay, so you said something about finding you, and then you guys can perhaps help us find the last weapon. Is that correct?
We can at least like give you a little bit of boost if we can be used. I don't know if we can.
Okay.
If you're a Power Ranger, you should be able to use me if you're in my spectrum. But
Okay.
I trying to playing fast and loose here because
Yeah, no worries.
I was it's I'm glad you can hear me. Hello, I haven't talked to Power Ranger in a long time.
Hi. Okay.
Is pizza still good?
Pizza is
The
still
last Power
good.
Ranger I had. Okay, last
Pizza is still
Ranger
good.
told me pizza was good, so that's good.
It
That's
is.
good.
It is really good.
Great.
Okay, so my next question is, okay, actually I'm going to circle back to that question because I feel like that's going to be like a long thing.
Sure.
Do you have any idea what my family would have to do with any of this?
I don't know anything about your family, but maybe
I mean,
if
do
you're
the
a Power Ranger,
families?
they're likely allies, I guess. Sometimes most Power Ranger most Power Rangers come from a lineage where like the people that birth them tend to have some traces of it. Everybody has a trace of Ranger to them. Just some people are, more keen at it than others, I guess.
Right, but
Um,
I think my parents have been corrupted in some way, and I'm not sure
that would be unfortunate.
I'm not sure how to bring
Uh,
them back if I
Hey, do you know
can.
who your parents are?
Do I know who my
Uh,
parents are?
Well, yeah, like their names. Like if I if heard their names or anything like that.
I'll tell him their names.
Oh yeah. I think he's here. I
What?
don't know anything about your mom, but I'm pretty sure he's here.
With you?
Um,
My dad is there with you?
well, it's relatively recent. I mean, he's in a mirror now, from what he said. He keeps saying, "Help! I'm trapped in a mirror." But I feel like that's new because he seems very panicked about it. He has weird energy. Like it's rangery, but it's different. It's something is very off about him. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Can you tell me how you said recently? Do you know exactly how long ago?
Um, well, time is all fluid, but maybe maybe a day ago, maybe a day
Okay,
ago.
so
I'll
it's
say a day.
very, very, very recent. Okay, that's cool. I can fix this. I can fix this. Okay, now
Yeah,
my next question
that's a good
is,
attitude. See, you're a
um,
Blue Ranger. Look at you wanting to fix things. That's nice.
um, how, how can I find you?
Oh, um, well, villains are really they're usually full of a lot of ego, which is part of what makes them a villain. Um, are you like at? Well, you're talking me through mirror. Sure, you're at a place with a mirror. If you're
Well,
at like the
it's
place where your
goo
parents
now.
live,
It,
yeah. Well, that's how she travels. The mirrors turn into goo and she travels. She explained it once because she monologues a lot. She really likes the sound of her own voice.
is she is she bad? Like, is she a bad guy? I feel like she's a
I
bad
mean, she's
guy.
not good. If she's good,
Okay.
she's not going about it well. She's like actively talking about working with Ivan, and I feel like anyone that works with Ivan is probably doing
Yeah,
bad
it's a
things.
bad thing. Can I Okay, so if she travels through the goo, can I travel through the goo to get to you? Like, if I walk through this goo in front of me, would I be like where you are?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, if it doesn't work, your powers will protect you, probably. Um, but if it works, you'll be here, wherever here is.
I have a really bad idea. I will be right back. Hang on a second.
Oh,
Um,
okay, I'll be here. I have nowhere else to go. And you hear
um,
like the Tonfa starts talking to another weapon as you're like walking away.
um, I'm gonna run back down the stairs. This is a really bad idea, and I'm very excited about it. I just want you to know this. Um,
Sure.
I'm gonna go into the garage. Like, I'm gonna run back out to like where Link is and go into the garage. I don't know why I didn't just go through the house, but she's not really thinking clearly. Um,
Link, you just see that. By the way, hello, Link. Link, you just see like Jules running around the house now for some reason.
Once I'm in,
So,
oh, go ahead.
quick question. We're at her house, right?
Yes,
Yes, you have been guarding the outside in case someone came by, and now Jules is apparently running around the house. So there's
muttering
that.
to herself.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna keep standing guard. Like, hopefully she'll tell me what's up soon.
So yeah, I'm gonna run past him, muttering to myself. I'm gonna go into the garage. I am gonna grab some of the bungee rope that my parents keep in the garage. It's pretty lengthy, like it's like wound up. It's pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
And I am gonna come back out, and I'm gonna grab Link's arm, and I'm just gonna pull him back into the house up the stairs with me.
Link,
um,
you're as you enter the house, your ranger senses tingle. It's not about you're going to be attacked, but like this whole house is just awaft with energy, both good and bad. Also, it's very clean, cleaner than you've ever seen this house before.
Um, uh, explanation, please. Also, why does your house feel weird?
I don't. Okay. Look. There is and she's gonna put this in quotes, beautiful bald woman that is traveling through black goo. She came through my house. My dad is stuck in a mirror. I am talking to Power Ranger power weapons that have been absorbed by Ivan. there is one left. If he absorbs it, everyone dies. So we have to find it. If we can get to the other power weapons, they might be able to help us, and I might be able to save my dad. So here's what we're gonna do. And she's still like steadily pulling you up the stairs to the hallway. Can he see the black goo that's where the mirror was, or am I the only one that can see that?
He can see the black goo. If anything, Link, where there was a mirror in that hallway, now there is it's not a mirror, but it's just like a black goo, like it's like one of those optical illusion things where it seems to be moving, but it's not.
That looks
you
gross.
hear a couple of voices from the mirror, one of which is like kind of this like deep baritone voice that goes, "Oh man, there's a red one with you. Oh, are you a Red Ranger?"
He is, but wait a second. Wait, nope, stop. We're not going to get into this right now. I have a mission. Link, I need to be, can I trust you? I really, really need to trust you, and I need you to trust me.
Okay, see, that's a loaded question, because you're asking about trust, and I feel like you're about to do something stupid.
I absolutely am about to do something stupid, but I need to see if this is going to work.
But I'm supposed to be the one that does the stupid things.
I know,
You're
but
the smart one.
I know, but I really need you to let me be the stupid one right now. Please, can we switch for just like 5 minutes? Please. Just for a second.
Smart.
Okay, we're gonna do this. And she's gonna like take one end of the bungee and like tie it around Link's waist, hold this, and then she's gonna tie the other end to her waist. I'm gonna see if I can go through the goo to get the weapons. And I might need you to pull me back out. You're stronger than me, you can pull me out, I can't pull you out.
Okay, all right. You're asking me to be strong. That's smart. I can do that. That
Okay.
I can do.
Okay, great. Jules is gonna try to get through the black goo.
Cool. So I'm gonna need two things from you. The first is a culture roll to see what happens when you attempt to go through this goo. By the way, I'm envisioning, like, I didn't have a big mirror in mind, so I'm gonna give you this kind of like sliders moment. Hashtag 90s kids remember sliders.
Sliders
So I'm
was
gonna
fun.
give you a sliders moment.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I have a question, even though I know the answer. Is this technically a new scene, just in case? It's still the same scene, isn't it?
It's still the same scene.
Okay, cool.
Your concerns are well placed, but yes.
Okay.
But I feel like Link wants to say or do something before you attempt this, or while you're attempting this.
I was actually going to ask, since I'm, playing the anchor, and Link has already like talked about his feelings towards this is not smart. Can I say that's providing her with aid?
Sure, you can lend assistance on this.
Yay!
Definitely not a bad idea.
Oh no, it's terrible. It's
No, it's a terrible idea.
Terrible
It's
idea.
Terrible idea. It's a terrible idea.
Terrible
How you
idea.
normally do it, that now gives her an edge.
Yeah, I would love for you to do this culture roll with an edge.
22. Look at that.
22. Great. So, your spectrum color does not like this. Link, the whole room kind of goes awash in blue lightning for a few moments. It doesn't hurt you, but it definitely, like, leaves a little bit of a disaster in the hallway that you've been pulled up to. Weird things happen. So, when I say sliders, I'm not wrong, except it's a very short sliders moment. You don't go onto like a black goo slide or anything. It's not like a Doctor Who wormhole. You seem to jump forward, and then you're at the like museum.
So is it like a sort of a quantum leap type feel, where it's like suddenly gets pulled and then all of a sudden in place?
Yes. So, but the important thing to know about this, Jules, is that you lose the sound of the voices that you were listening to.
No.
The other part is you used a bungee rope, right?
Maybe it depends on what you're about to say. I might actually change my mind.
So you know a bungee rope is like springy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do know that.
You know who doesn't like you doing stuff with things that are meant for evil people?
The Morphin Grid probably doesn't want me doing things with evil people.
No,
my color.
Ivan is this. Ivan.
Oh, Ivan.
Like this. So,
okay.
you see like a pair of purple hands You don't hear Ivan's laugh, so you're not sure if this is like an auto attack system or whatever. But a pair of hands like goes on the rope around you and yanks you back. Link, I need an acrobatics roll from you.
Acrobatics? I'm just trying to provide a stable, like, source of I'm trying not to move. Like, he's like done the horse stance, has both hands. He's providing an anchor. So can I instead go with might?
Yeah, give me a might roll. That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
He is a martial artist. He's not. He is not an acrobatic martial artist. He's very much the like hard fist style.
Yeah.
16.
16. Yeah, I mean, it's Jules, so when Jules comes bounding back through the mirror and crashes into you, it's not, the end of the world.
No! Damn it! Okay, maybe we can try again.
Yeah.
It was something else. It worked, kind of.
Can we still, like, hey, Mr. Power Weapon, are you still there?
Yes. We're all still here wherever we are. So man. So wait, you're the Red Ranger?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't talked to a Red Ranger since the Silver War. How are you doing?
Good. And he's gonna motion to Jules to go do what she's planning on doing. And he's gonna talk to the weapon some more, see if he can get some information out of it.
Hi. So you're the Red Ranger. How are things? Probably
terrible.
Bad. I'm guessing bad.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah. That's usually what it's like. I hear that you all haven't talked to Zordon. I guess is that
Nope.
that's very concerning.
We've talked to Alpha, I think he said his name was. Or
yeah, his little robot that acts as his hands. Yeah, he's a big head of jar, so it's kind of hard to. With all due respect, he's a head in a jar.
So, quick question: what color were you connected to?
Well, if I'm talking with you for a longer period of time, I'd be a red spectrum weapon. Hello.
Hi. What kind of weapon are you? I have an axe.
Yes, I am not an axe. A lot of Red Rangers tend to prefer swords, so I'm probably a sword right now. I was a shield once, though, which was kind of fun.
Cool.
But right now I'm a sword.
Can you see things around you?
By the way, off table, I can't remember what I know the Red Zeo Ranger had a weapon, but it was like a weird thing. But it's the Red Zeo weapon. I'll say it's a sword if it needs to be. Well, no, we don't have eyes. We're weapons. So we don't really know where we are. We're just kind of the last line of defense, and there's only one of us left, and we don't know where they are, but they're not here. And like I was telling your the Tonfas were telling your blue friend, everyone's gonna die if you don't fix things. So no pressure.
Yeah. By the way, the Red Zeo weapon was a sword.
Okay.
The pink one is a shield.
Pink one's a shield, yeah, and the blue one's for Champas and black one. And there's I think the fifth one is a green one. Pretty sure.
Yellow is a pair of nunchucks. Green is a pair of dual wielding axes.
Yes.
And then gold is a staff.
Yes.
So I got a question. If you're a red weapon,
I will. Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Can I try to bond with you through the goo?
No one's attempted to do that. I will say I don't have a ton of red spectrum energy left since Ivan absorbed us and used us to destroy Centurion Ridge. Well, me.
But then you'll have access to my red spectrum energy.
I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. I don't really know what's going to happen. It's better when you were like in the same physical location, but I mean, anything is possible, I guess.
Cool. All right. So while Jules is running around, Link is going to go ahead and try to reach into the goo to grab the sword. We're going to be in the same place right now because the goo acts as a medium apparently. So I'm going to reach out and grab you.
Cool. Give me a culture roll, if you please.
This is going to go terribly. if I remember correctly, I can preemptively spend stuff for stuff.
I would recommend holding some of your power points because you will eventually come across the werewolf. But you know, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna. You know what? Do whatever you.
I wasn't talking about PowerPoints.
Oh, you're talking about something.
Story points, because I know we can preemptively spend them for things.
Yes, you can.
Well, I don't know if the bennies we used to have are still good. I've got a few of those.
Yeah, you can use them. That's fine.
Cool, because apparently I have an old Morphin Master Point, and I have apparently an Alpha Silver, so that'll give me an edge and 2 shift ups for this.
I will allow you to spend one of those just so you have the other ones for later when you may need it.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll take the 2 shift ups. I feel like that's a little more important. I didn't actually roll that. I'm still inputting things. Why did it suddenly roll?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
That is weird. It's the ghost in the machine. The ghost
There we go.
will roll 20.
I got an 18.
Yes. So, I will give you this: is that you reach out and you actually grab onto air. You don't grab onto anything, but you can still hear the voices. If you want to peek your head in, I'll give you an idea of what you're looking at.
Sure.
You peek your head in. Your spectrum color does not like this. Jules, now you get to see red lighting bouncing up and down your hallway. So you do manage to see a red sword, just by virtue of being the Red Ranger. You have no idea where it is. Like, as far as you can tell, this is a room filled with junk and also a Power Ranger power weapon. By the smell and the spider that descends down from the ceiling onto your face, you can deduce it's probably underground, but where underground is kind of anyone's guess.
All right. I would like to do one last crazy thing before I pull myself out of the portal.
Sure.
If I can. I want to actually expend some of my power points, if at all possible, to bolster that power weapon.
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
All right, I'm willing to. Let me see. How many do I have? I don't think I have too many.
You might have 2.
I have 2. I'm going to go ahead and give him 1. I'm going to give him half of my power, my personal power.
Okay.
Like, you're too far away. I can't reach you, but we can at least buy some time. And then Red Ray. I don't know how that would work, but you know.
I will say, you sparkle it a little bit because I'm going to borrow the sparkle armor from the Power Rangers. So you make it sparkle a little bit. As you're pulling back, though, you have a vision. As you kind of pull back, your eyes are a little glossy, and you just have this vision of a much older Centurion Ridge. It feels a little sepia toned, and there is this little kid selling newspapers and shouting about the mayor's daughter being missing, and it looks like a whole bunch of people with torches and pitchforks are literally walking around town. And then you kind of pull back out of the vision.
I have a clue. And he's just going to say that while kind of staring blindly at nothing.
Great. What's your clue?
Pitchforks, torches, mayor's daughter missing, newsboys, I guess. The newspaper boys, the ones with the little hat and that run around.
I know what a newspaper boy is. Can you see like a year maybe?
I couldn't.
Okay.
I made a brief connection with the sword.
Okay. Well, I mean, we need to find
Also,
another power weapon.
Did the
So
spider come with me?
I will say the spider is currently on top of your head.
Yeah, he's gonna brush it off. Also, it's underground. Look, it's a spider.
well, I knew that. I knew that already.
No, but it's underground. There's only so many natural caves in Centurion Ridge.
Okay. How does that help me find my dad?
It helps
He's-
us narrow down where to go.
He's in a mirror somewhere, apparently. And there's a woman that can use mirrors to move onto our plane, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
We need to talk to the others. We're
Yeah.
gonna need their help.
Great.
In a fortuitous moment, you are going to be communicating with them, but we're going to rewind. Or no, we're not going to rewind. We're going to say it's about the same time, and then the call will happen at the same time. So, I don't know how much spy work you've done, Felix and Alex, but it's actually more boring than thrilling. Once you got to the glass, where Constantine and Coach Gristle were meeting up, once you got to the Opera House, you realized you were meeting at the Glass Gardens. Are you going to stay in the van? Are you going to try to get closer to them to eavesdrop in? What would you like to do? Yes. Whatever you decide to do, Leah is going to post sentry to keep the security away from you guys. And then you can communicate with the other rangers via.
I think we're gonna watch. So, like, what are they doing? Are they just kind of like, are they just kind of sitting around, talking to each other, or like, what are they doing?
They are standing talking to each other. I'm just going to give you this. Body language is like, this is an ex and like an ex-lover kind of like that energy, very tense kind of like body language. And I'm just giving you
Okay.
that because I feel like Felix from that. It's bad. Alex, it has that energy of like when the drummer fires a roadie that doesn't know how to do their job and keeps twisting up your cables. So it's that kind of body language.
Oh, stupidity, because the drummer's always the stupid one, anyways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He's the one who always gets arrested. So
It's bad body language. Whatever they are saying to each other, even though they're not shouting, there's obvious like animosity to this.
Let me check my character sheet real quick.
I'm not sneaking anywhere.
I mean, you can.
No, I
Only
can't.
you can decide.
No, I can't. Roll 20 will tell me I cannot.
I can. Okay, I will. I'll try. I'll try. Can I will exit the vehicle and I will slowly creep up, maybe behind some bushes and see if I can like sneak up on them a little bit.
Yes. What would you like to roll to Scooby Doo up onto the scene?
Deception.
Sure. You'll do that thing where you're like whistling nonchalantly if someone comes upon you, and then it definitely seems like you're up to no good.
13.
13. Yes. So you get up to like the gardens. So the glass gardens are like a greenhouse style place, but everything inside is glass, so it's very
Okay.
reflective. So you have to crouch a little bit to hear. But you can hear in Coach's voice that he's more angry than Constantine, and Coach is like, "Look, I don't know what you're doing here. Like, if you're stealing the jewels from the show next week, that's fine, whatever. But I don't want to be involved. I'm already doing stuff. I got enough on my plate. I don't have to tell you it's a bad idea." And Constantine laughs a little bit and goes, look, you can't make any judgments on me. You're the one hiding who you are. It's not my fault that you can't get through your own fear, right? I can't believe you decided to work with them. I can't believe what you're doing. I'm trying to help you. And like you see Coach shove Constantine and he says, I don't need your help. I don't want your help. I told you to leave town. I gave you $5,000 to leave. I thought you understood this meant never see me again. Never come back. It's not that difficult. And Constantine kind of looks at him and goes, what, are you gonna punch me? You can't punch the gay out of you any more than you can punch me. He just kind of stands there looking at the coach. The coach is getting angrier by the second.
Okay. Um. Do they keep talking, or is that kind of the end of the conversation?
No, they keep talking. It becomes clear to you Constantine is trying to get information out of the coach about how far he's gone, but the only thing that you really get out of it, and I'm just going to give you this because I don't know how to do this without NPCing two NPCs talking to each other, which is a weird thing to be doing. The short of it is that Constantine knows that Coach Gristle's werewolf thing is not natural, that comes from Ivan,
Right.
and that he aligned himself with Ivan, and this was the gift from Ivan. And Constantine is essentially trying to save him, and the more he tries to save him, the angrier and more wolfy the coach seems to get, and Constantine does not seem to be backing down either. He gets to a point where Constantine is putting himself in danger to try to save the coach, and it's going real bad for Constantine.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to insert myself in the situation just yet. I don't think that's would be wise of me to do. Do they when they're finished talking, do they separate? Do they go anywhere? Does Coach Gristle go anywhere, or what are they just sitting like I just if
Yeah.
they're if I'm just there, like I don't have any reason to go up to them.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Coach keeps trying to leave, and Constantine keeps getting in the way from doing. Keeps trying to redirect him back, kind of into common sense, and eventually, you just watch. You actually hear glass shatter as purple lightning comes through the glass greenhouse, and Coach Gristle does transform to werewolf, and at that point,
Oh, shit.
Constantine is in danger, but he also does not seem inclined to leave. He doesn't pull out a weapon, but he also doesn't run away screaming from this at all.
Okay. Am I kind of hidden from them? Like, can they see me?
No, they cannot see you.
Okay. In that case, since he is now a werewolf, I would like to morph,
Sure.
if that's okay.
You will need to input your numbers into.
Yes, I will hit 110 on my lovely little Centurion morpher, and I'm going to whisper to myself, "Pink Ranger power," and hopefully transform.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Yes, you will transform. For just a brief second, in transforming, you notice a couple. Of the plants in the not plants. They're glass flowers in the greenhouse. A couple of them just very briefly flash pink just for a moment, and then seem to go away flashing pink. But you do transform.
Okay. Can I see the car? Can I like signal to Alex and Leah to come and support me?
Sure. You can definitely do that. Alex, you're going to get a signal of some kind.
It's basically me just like crouching behind a bush going like this. Get over here.
Is
Bad.
that texting us?
Pointing. Bad.
Bad things are happening.
Bad things are happening.
That's sign language for bad. Let's go.
Yes, it is. And then I'm gonna, after they see me, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna head into the greenhouse.
You head into the greenhouse, and Coach has reared back his fist, and he literally just lets loose, and he sends Constantine flying, like with the fist to his jaw.
Damn. I'm gonna run towards Constantine and hope that I can hope that he's okay. See if he's
I think this is a good time to do initiative, by the way. Do initiative
You know, I
here.
would probably agree with you.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
All right. Alex, are you joining initiative?
Yeah, I was hoping I could morph before I decided to hop out of the van.
Yeah, definitely. There's no one around, and Leia says that she's going to keep watch, so no one's going to see you transform. This is like that part of town where, unless a show is going on, no one is like here. So no one's going to see you.
That part of town. All right, good.
All right. That works out for the purposes of the story, because Felix got a 10, so that's fine. Felix, you kind of rush over. Like, Constantine does have like a cut now from the side of his face, but he like hisses as he takes out kind of a shard of glass. He tosses it and goes, "Oh, who are you?"
It's okay. I'm here to help. And
You think you can help? I've been trying to help this whole time.
well, I'm
Poor
here to
man.
help you from getting pummeled in the face. And then
Late
can I
for
like
that.
okay.
But
Obviously,
please,
but
yes.
yeah. Well, at least we can stop him from doing it anymore. Can I like grab him and like take him out of the like lift him over my shoulder or something and like take him out of the place?
Constantine or the Wolfman?
Constantine.
Give me a might roll for the grapple. Because Constantine is not in the mood to go, so we'll see how you do.
Okay. Might roll.
Yes. For all of your grappling and wrestling needs. Might.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
You never know. You have all of the energy of the pink spectrum inside of you, so
I got a 5.
no, you got a
Can I try-
14.
Oh,
No,
I'm so
5
sorry.
was me.
Yeah. That 14, Constantine is not happy. He goes, "Oh, what are you doing? Put
I'm
me
getting
down."
you out of here. And then I'm gonna take him and put him outside. And
Sure.
then rush. Or like in a safer location than just like,
Yeah, that'll be your move to get him outside because he's fighting you the whole way, even with the 14. He's very slippery. It's like wrestling an eel a little bit. he's definitely all in on going back in there. Alex, that's a werewolf. Coach has gone all wolfy again. He looks very angry.
So I guess we can't talk about this.
Greg,
Or
are you asking?
is he looking at me, or
He's looking toward where Felix has taken Constantine out, and he's just kind of observing the place because it's not his turn to do anything. But he is fully in his feelings.
um, well, I am not the Red Ranger, so I am not about to try to punch a werewolf in the snout by myself.
I mean, you can.
Just
I mean, I
you
could.
try to
because I
talk
make
to
it
him.
just because I make it look cool doesn't mean you have to, pick on yourself.
No, because I know
You could just talk to him. Like you could like try to
hey,
talk to him and
Coach,
try to like.
funny meeting you here in this part of town where there's no one
You.
around.
Are you people following me now? Jeez.
I was just out for a midnight walk, or
Haha.
midnight.
Very
but-
funny. Very funny. You're not going to be laughing so much when Ivanus is taking care of all of you.
Oh
Idiots.
yeah, that guy. Sure.
He turned me into a werewolf. I'm pretty sure he can handle a whole bunch of snot-nosed wannabe operatists.
You know,
Over the
you would
next
think
couple.
that, but he hasn't done it yet. So what makes you think he can do it?
Because he's closer to getting the weapon than he's ever been before.
Yeah, blah blah
And to
blah.
find
See,
your
he needs a
form?
weapon. He can't do it on his own. He's got to use you, and because he knows you're expendable.
I'm not expendable. I'm the coach.
Yeah,
You
okay.
think I'm expendable? Bring
Show
it
me
on.
your trophies.
You sound-
Show me your
you sound-
trophies.
you
No,
sound
show me your
tough.
trophies.
You
You're the
sound-
coach. Show me your trophies.
I've got plenty of trophies.
Show me. I don't mean participation trophies. I don't believe in those.
I love that.
Okay.
Please give me. I guess it's an intimidation because that involves taunting. So if you want to give me an intimidation roll, you can, unless you want to do deception or something like that. We'll see how much you frost this guy's taters.
Yeah, okay, I failed. It doesn't matter. I have a 0 in both.
Okay. I mean, you can still roll it. It'll just roll as a d20.
It is, yeah. I mean, I got a 0 on my skill die. I don't know how to do that.
You got
7.
a 7 because everything rolls
Yeah.
d20. Yeah. So he's. It's not the most efficient smack talk, but now his like beady little eyes are on you. And it is his turn again, and he is going to try to punch you.
Well, I'm going to grit my
Actually.
teeth and wait to get smacked.
Before he tries to punch you, no. So he is going to try to punch you. I mean, you're a Power Ranger. You're wearing a suit of armor. You know, he's a werewolf, but I got a 10. I think your armor probably makes you more than a 10.
Yeah, my armor by itself is
Yes.
12.
So he wants to punch you, but he overcorrects and he actually hits a piece of a glass flower, and it explodes in his fist.
Yeah, participation trophy. You should go back to the gym and train a little more.
Felix, Constantine
Yes.
is like, no, don't hurt him. I can fix him, and he like tries running back into the garden.
I mean, you can't save stupid, I guess. I'm gonna run back into the greenhouse, and I'm going to pull out my lance
The crescent
And
lance.
yes, my crescent lance. And I don't want to hurt him, obviously, because Constantine doesn't want me to hurt him, so I'm not going to try and really subdue him. But I'm gonna my poison. How does my poison work exactly? Is it more like a
So
paralytic poison, or is it like a
yeah,
death
poison
poison?
in this it's not death poison. Poison in this game is basically about getting through armor. It'll basically weaken him. And at a certain point, the equivalent would be putting him to sleep, going blue screen eventually. It would basically eventually de-wolf him very slowly.
Cool. I'm gonna attempt to poison him with my lance.
That is a
No,
very different feel from the poison I dealt with earlier this week.
I was gonna say, yeah.
The
we
poison,
used
the poison for Cusco, the Cusco's poison.
Exactly.
So I think it's you have to succeed, finesse, and then get to
Yeah.
do. I wrote it down something like that.
Oh my god, I can never use this lance. Every time I try to use it, I fail instantly.
You'll get better. You'll get better. It's a 7. So the problem. So here's the problem: is that when you try to do this, Constantine starts to get in the way. Like Constantine is an active problem at this point. Like he's trying to talk to the coach.
Yeah. There's not going to be any reasoning with him when he's like this.
Are you talking to Constantine or are you talking to the coach?
Constantine.
It could really apply to either. Constantine goes like, he wasn't always like this, you know. If I can just reach him. It's a stupid man made out of the ooze.
I mean, we could always give him some beef chow mein. That takes care of him.
Alex, is there anything you want to do? It is your turn.
You know what? I talk the talk. I got to walk the walk. I'm just gonna punch him in the nose. Punch him in his snoot.
You also have a power weapon. You can punch, but you can also use your power weapon.
Okay, fine. I'll take out my drill and I'll screw his nose.
There we go.
Yeah, it's that one. Oh, look at that. 16.
Yes, you succeed in doing so. Constantine goes, no, what are you doing? You're just going to make him angrier.
No, I'm showing him why lawn darts aren't a good idea.
Are you one of his players? They always react like this.
No, not a meathead.
All right.
Besides, I have skill. I've seen what he does.
It is now his turn. He is going to attempt to hit you. At 8 is a failure because in trying to hit you, he actually hit Constantine. And that kind of sends him in anger overdrive. And you watch before your eyes as Constantine is a human, he's squishy. So he kind of goes down from the hit. He doesn't get out of the way in time. Coach Gristle, the Wolfman, as it were, has always had an anger problem. And unfortunately, with Ivan News basically juicing him into werewolfdom, feeding into his anger, it starts to look like Inside Out 2, where anxiety has taken over and it's like a spiral, except it's his anger. And he starts to get bigger and bigger.
What?
And bigger. Like the more he tries to, the more he realizes that he hit Constantine, the anger it makes him, and like the pit of all the emotions he suppresses that aren't anger start to roll. He gets bigger.
Hold on, I got this. Calm down, take a deep breath, relax. It always works. Tell somebody to calm down. It always works.
Yes, someone who is that angry, being told to calm down always works. I will say, I will give you kind of the gym hint because I don't know how else to do this. It is now to a test place where the two of you together probably are not going to be enough to take down a now much larger werewolf. Not large enough to be towering, but large enough to be a problem, as it were. It may be time to call in for some backup. Because things may get unreasonable here in about half a second.
Yeah, I'll get on my my comms and I will reach out to our other ranger friends. Hey, you guys might want to get down to the glass. What is this place called? The Glass House?
It's the Glass Gardens next to the Centurion Ridge Opera House.
You might want to get down to. You guys might want to get down here to that
I
place.
know where that is.
Coach, you're here. I need you here.
Oh my god! You actually hear Alex like doing these like even you're like that's terrible, man. That's
Right.
that's not.
I'm-
Help. It's hilarious. Please take a story point for being hilarious in the midst of tragedy.
You know, if you keep acting like this, Coach, you know who you're going to end up like? Your mother.
All
All right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and punch in 508 and morph since we're going into a dangerous situation. Fastest way we're going to get there is on our Ridge Racers.
Can we wait? We don't have the ability to teleport yet, right? That's like a thing we don't can't do.
Yes, you cannot teleport. I guess technically, I don't think anyone's tried it, so you could try it. But the Ridge Racers are designed to get around the teleportation issue of not being an Angel Grove, essentially. It'll get you there fast.
That's the whole reason why I'm like, let's do this thing.
Yes. Jules, what are your thoughts?
She'll punch in 216 and morph and call her Ridge Racer.
While they're waiting, he's gonna be like, "We're not abandoning him. We have something a little more immediate that needs to be dealt with. We'll find him."
I know.
Is there anything else is there anything you want to attempt to do in the house before you leave? Or anything you'd like to say to the weapons before you leave?
No. She's gonna as she's pushing in 216, she's just gonna turn and start walking out of the house.
Link is actually gonna like look back at the goo and go, "I hope that helps. We'll be back."
That's what they all say. You hear the red sword reply.
Yeah, but did you get the boost of power I sent you?
I'm sorry. I'm trying something called humor. I don't know if I'm very very good at it.
Okay, it was good. It was good.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, it's usually the black green spectrum is usually the funny one. It's red's not always known for humor.
No, we're known for kicking butt, and I can count on you to
Normally
kick butt.
courage, but normally courage, but yeah, kicking butt isn't that. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, courage! I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, that's the. But we'll do this later. You seem like you're doing a thing. You seem like you're busy.
Yeah,
but
well, I
not
mean,
too much later.
we got a werewolf to deal with, right?
That's new. Okay, I don't think we ever deal with the werewolves. That's fun. That gives us something to talk about while we wait for you to find us. How fun! How exciting!
And then Link's gonna go running out of the house.
Fabulous. We'll say that you'll get in at the top of the next round in combat. Felix and Alex, Coach Gristle has lost his ever-loving mind. Did either of you either see the movie of or play the video game Rampage?
Yep.
That game was so much fun.
Yeah, he's going like rampage on the like he has grown bigger or as big as the Glass Gardens, and he's going rampage on the Glass Gardens.
We just have to
he
drop the
is-
building down. He'll fall down. We knock him out. I've seen this.
You also need tanks to
Yeah,
shoot
we need
him.
tanks too. Yeah,
Seen this.
and
movie.
helicopters, and a Snickers bar because you know what? He's angry. He needs
Yeah,
to eat a
you're
Snickers
not
bar
like-
because he's not himself right now.
You're not you when you're hungry.
He is very hangry.
Alex, Leah comes over the cons and is like, Alex, it's not. You should really workshop that.
Well, all right, sure.
I think it's hilarious. All right, so he actually does turn and see Constantine, and then he looks directly at Constantine while like punching at one of the support structures of the building. Which he just does because he's not punching one of you. But Felix, you notice he's definitely it definitely seemed retaliatory.
Sure. I'm gonna try to attempt to prick him again.
If you prick him, does he bleed? Probably. Who knows?
I mean, we already have Alex doing plenty of pricking at him.
Well,
I'm needling.
more physical than emotional pricking, I suppose. Let's try this finesse again. What the hell? I got a 9.
You got a 9. It's not. Some days it goes really well. Some days it doesn't. Who knows?
I've never done well with my power weapon. Not once.
We can try workshopping later. We'll figure something out for you. Alex, there is it's kind of funny if you think about it. There is a giant werewolf full of anger destroying a literal glass art installation.
This is why we can't have nice things. Werewolves. That's
You know what they say about rocks and glass houses?
no. Because I throw them. I don't care.
What do they say about rocks and glass houses?
You should only throw them if you don't live in one.
Hmm.
Yeah. I guess I will attempt to. I guess I'll hit him again with my drill. I don't know.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't think I can persuade him to calm down. Yeah, I've already failed at that. See, yeah, there you go. I failed at that too. So 7.
You did get a skill of 1, so you could.
I do have like 28 story points.
You can use a story point. Believe it or not, they don't spend anywhere else. There's nothing else you can do with a story point.
Well, the problem is when I fail, I usually fail just well enough to not be able to re-roll.
There's actually plenty you can do with story points. We just don't ever use them because we always spend them reflexively instead of proactively.
There you go. I got even worse. I got a 6.
Oh. So that did not work out for anyone. But now the other Rangers are arriving on the Ridge Racer. So Link, you got a 15, or did Jules get the 15?
I got a 15. Jules has
Got
a
15.
12.
Jules has a 12. All right. So we're gonna go back to top of the round. Coach Gristle, by the way, large werewolf. As you arrive at the Opera House / Glass Gardens, and you're like in that weird place with the little promenade area, there is a rampage style giant werewolf happening. Not big enough to be like towering, but much larger than should be. And he is now going to attempt to grab Constantine.
See, this is why I told him to stay outside.
He didn't listen. 18. It's like King Kong style, where he's like grabbed on to the damsel in distress, and Link, that is what you and Jules walk up to, is this large werewolf holding on to this guy in like all black that I don't know if you all saw him, but it's clearly the guy uh, from the politician office from last episode. And it is your turn,
Clearly.
Link.
All right. Yeah. He's got him all like damsel in distress style. So what Link is going to do is he's going to fly at high speed on his Ridge Racer, heroically leap from the Ridge Racer and try to use his axe to hit the coach in the wrist to get him to let go.
Yes, very good. How exciting.
Indeed.
Adele plays in the background, a la Sucker Punch.
I hate that movie.
It was very comic accurate, which makes it very sad. But that was where I first heard Adele, so that was the important part of that, really.
Well, does this count as a new scene?
It does, because it's combat.
Cool. I'm gonna need a story point to reroll that.
Yes. So that 22 is higher than his toughness. So yes, congratulations. Would you like to narrate how cool it looks?
I mean, I'm assuming like you get a shot of the werewolf holding on to the guy, and then but like over his shoulder you can see the red and blue rangers like flying in on their Ridge Racers. Link like pulls from the grid space his axe, speeds up, and then it comes to an abrupt stop. Or at least his Ridge Racer does, is he leaps off of it. Then he does like a full two-handed downward swing right on his wrist. And then
Yes.
yeah, when he lands, it's all like superhero landing. He's like, yes, nailed it.
So A or B?
Sure, why not B?
When you land, you have that Hulk moment where like the stones under your feet kind of buckle slightly, so you get that really cool superhero stance at the end as you land. I was giving you a cool after effect. It's a cool after effect that has never happened before.
I mean, works for me.
I dub the collateral damage man.
Jules, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna try to stab him with my blade blaster.
Sure.
$17.
17. You get up there and stab. You stab quite mightily, and you can hear Constantine kind of talking to himself, trying to think of the next thing he's going to say to the coach, as he's just kind of there, kind of at the. He didn't like move away from the coach. Felix, it's your turn.
Yeah, my whole goal is to just kind of subdue him, so I am against my better judgment, I am going to attempt and poison him one more time. So
That's
let's get that finesse. Come on, baby. Third time's the charm. Let's hit it. It's an 11. There's no way that's good enough.
It's close because he doesn't have a lot of evasion. He's not built for evasion. It's just you're just a freckle past a hair off. You could also try to talk to Constantine. Like you could like roll something to try to convince Constantine to leave. or just even pull Constantine away.
Well, I thought.
little.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like he was like knocked out.
No, he's like down at the coach's wolfy feet, like talking to himself, but he hasn't like moved off of the scene. He hasn't moved away from the obvious danger.
Oh, okay. Well, I just the way you said like when he got that second punch, the way you like said it made me feel like he had gotten knocked out. So okay.
He may have been knocked out, but he's awake again.
Okay, great. Let's see here. I have pretty decent persuasion. Okay, yeah, I'll ask him, I will say, look, he obviously can't talk right now. He's in a rage. You need to get out of here. We'll be able to handle it for now, but I don't want you to get hurt anymore. Please, just get out of here for now, and we'll figure out how to help him later. And I will roll this persuasion.
Promise me you won't kill him. I know it looks bad. Please just don't kill him.
We're Rangers. It's against our code to kill.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Well, whatever.
Code
Great.
to kill.
I got a 16.
Yes, 16 is enough. Constantine is battered enough that that's a thing. He's very aware of it. So that was good. Alex.
Hey, I just had an idea out of nowhere. Why don't we put these things together and give him the big blast thing and just be done with it?
Well, I don't want to like. Can I ask a lore question? if we
Sure.
like, if we blast him with the big weapon, is that gonna like blow him up? Like it typically does in Rangerdom?
I mean, your big weapon is called the purification weapon. So it might not. There's a good chance it will do a positive thing.
Oh, well, that sounds a lot better than a big blasty blast. So yeah, let's try that. I think that's a good idea.
So yeah,
Great.
so I guess my action will just be to get to where I can be, so we can all do it. Because I've never actually done it, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah. So here's the thing that we're going to do for the TTRPG is when you initiate that, you basically go into a morphin space essentially to do that. Because in the show, when they do it, they have like this weird thing because it's stock footage. So we're just going to say it's like you're still in combat, but you're actively using your weapon to do that. So the monster won't attack you. Essentially, it's Sailor Moon rules, essentially.
Right, so I will summon stock footage and get into position.
Yes. But as you do that, as you get into position, the world seems to kind of grow jungly. Where before you were in a place where it's a glass greenhouse, you seem to be in a different greenhouse now. And this has only happened to you. So for the rest of the Rangers, in this 6 seconds, you're still in combat. Alex, you seem to have been maneuvered somewhere in getting everything aligned, and there is a guy in this greenhouse who is doing something with he's doing greenhouse stuff. He's doing plant things. I don't know anything about plants.
At nighttime?
At nighttime,
What?
yeah.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
You're not in Philadelphia.
Well, he might be. I don't know where I am. I'm in a greenhouse,
Yes.
maybe in Philadelphia.
You are in a greenhouse. Are you going to say anything to him?
Who are you?
He looks over you and goes, "Oh, hi. I must have dozed off. Oh, you're okay. Well, you must be a Black Ranger, I guess. Hi, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm
What?
Alex.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm guessing things are end of the worldy if you're here.
Not really. It's just a werewolf.
Oh, you did. I never got to do a werewolf. That's really funny. He turns and you actually see a frog tattoo on his forearm. He goes, well, I never had to do with the werewolf, but I don't think you're here about the werewolf. I'm guessing.
No, I'm trying to put these weapon things together, and I've never done it. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not
I'm
really
the
probably what you're
initiator.
for. Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, we get that a lot in our spectrum. No, but I guess you don't know what you did you?
No clue.
Must be pretty bad where you are. Oh, so in the black spectrum, we tend to communicate through dreams, talking to each other. So when you stepped into the morphin space to put the weapon together, you must have you must have something going on in your city to have contacted one of your fellow spectrum members.
Werewolf, Ivanus, whatever.
Ivanus. Oh, I think I know that name. Oh gosh,
He's a purple
it's been a
slimy.
while. Oh, purple slimy guy. Yeah. I've heard. I've read about him. We have a lore library in my version of things. Is that going okay? Do you feel good about that?
He's tried. He's failed. We're still here.
No, that's good. That's
I mean-
every city needs a Power Ranger team, especially if you have Ivan. Um, Anything else? Have you had any weird dreams recently? We communicate through dreams in our spectrum generally. So like it's like a dream
well.
thing. Have you had?
Well, I mean, no, that not that one. That would be the space one where I'm in a ship with kids flying.
You having a
The music.
space dream? Music. Oh. Are you good with music?
I'm okay.
Oh.
Not with this
okay.
music.
Not with. Oh. You can't recreate it.
I can, just not right.
Oh, that's interesting.
Artistic interpretation.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I'm probably going to wake up here in a couple of seconds because you don't want to fall asleep too long in a greenhouse, by yourself. But yeah, I'll keep an eyeball out for anything to do with. Do you have a name for the music or anything?
Nah, not that I know of. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Next time you have the dream, try to focus. Maybe you'll get something. It's weird.
That's what my
Usually
teachers always told me too. I don't understand. Try to
Yeah.
focus. I don't get it.
No, I know. They never really. What's weirdest about this is normally the first time we come to you and it's really like we have to really push to get in to your dream, and you just kind of showed up here, so I'm a little nervous for you. But I guess you can try to contact me again. Also, you're coming to me of all people. It's interesting. Normally, people go to Dylan first. People really like Dylan. Yeah.
Wow.
So
He wasn't such a good singer. Different Dylan.
Different, probably not. I don't like Bob Dylan either. None of us actually do in the Black Spectrum. But yeah. So I'm going to be concerned for both of us, and yeah. Feel free to try to dream hop again, and we'll see if you get into one of the other Spectrum members. Yeah, just try to focus on your dream, I guess, because it could be important. You never know. Also, good luck with your weapon. I hope you defeat the werewolf. I guess.
Hey, you're busy worrying enough for the both of us, so you worry and I'll handle this.
I'm pretty good at worrying. So I will worry, and like if I find out anything, I'll get back to you. I am a little nervous that you're contacting me without knowing you're doing it, instead of the other way around. Tells me there's probably a little more distress going on than either or you're telling me, which is fine. I will not begrudge you.
Well, there could be. It probably just hasn't registered with me because.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, that's But you're not alone. We are here. We are your Spectrum Brotherhood. Yeah, I don't think we have any female Black Rangers. We might have one or two. We are your siblings in the Black Spectrum, as it were. We are here for you. So, it's not easy to do, but apparently you can drop into my daydreams, I guess. Um, don't worry about the one with the tap dancing spider. I have that one occasionally. The spider's very friendly. But yeah, so you should probably get back to what you're doing, and I will. I guess I will dream drop into your dream if I find anything interesting. Yeah,
Okay.
good times. And Adam's face is very confused as you like maneuver, and you're back in that weird cloudy void space where you put together weapons. And we're going back to the battle. Coach Gristle is not having a good day. Coach Gristle is trying to punch. He did not like what happened, so he's going to attempt to punch you, Link.
All
I'm
right.
sure you're surprised by this.
No, it's because I'm the best.
Also, you punched him. Like
I did not
from
punch him.
a
I hit him
really
with an
cool-
axe.
Well, you hit him with axe. He's
You
seeing it as
asked
a
him a
punch.
question.
He's really angry about it. Anger makes people do weird things.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
That's a 19. Yeah, he's gonna slam you down Chunkle Bim style, and he's gonna punch you. So you got punched. Got punched by a werewolf. Actually, even with
That
the
sounds
punch,
like a really awesome theme song. Punch
Yeah.
by a werewolf.
That's the forgotten
honestly,
lyric to Werewolves of London.
it did hurt, but it was kind of cool. Like, how many people can really say they got punched by a werewolf? You know?
It's by our new band, Code to Kill.
Ooh,
You do know the appropriate
Kill.
response, right, Link? It's "Ow."
Oh, indeed.
Link, it is your turn. You do have options. Alex did announce the formation of the purification weapon, but also you can just choose to punch. There is no rule saying you have to do it. Up to you.
Link's gonna do. He's gonna join the making of the purification weapon, but not before he doesn't do that whole like point at his face with two fingers, and like do that whole like I'm watching you. And then he's gonna go do the thing for the weapon.
Amazing. I love that so much. Jules, it is your turn.
I will also join in. I will pull out my power up and join in the creating of the big thing.
Cool. Felix, everyone has not disappeared, but they are kind of still and powerful in like a Super Saiyan sort of way. And you get the idea this is about the purification weapon.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
hadn't already
joining in for sure.
All right, so whoever wants to do it, it's going to be a targeting roll with an automatic shift up and edge. We're gonna say Leah joins in just so it's all five of you. So whoever,
I think I probably have the most targeting, so I can try it.
I
with the
would like
shift up
to
and
actually
edge?
use my whatever we need. You got this to give him another shift up.
yeah, sure.
So 2 shifts and an edge, yeah?
Yes.
18? Oh my god, that doesn't feel like enough.
Well, he's not wearing armor, which would usually be the issue. It actually is enough against his toughness and his willpower both. So you do. He's still incredibly angry, but he starts to shrink down. He actually does attempt to punch, but it doesn't connect with any of you because like you are basically ripping wolf form off of him. Essentially, like it looks like this like weird shadow creature that comes off of him, made out of black goo, and it kind of drops down to the floor. And he goes, "What? Why'd you do that? What have you done? Why'd you do that?
We're saving
He
you from
says,
yourself.
Not saving me from anything. Are you an idiot? No, you must be an idiot. What am I talking about? You're opposing Ivan Ooze. Of course you're idiots.
No, we're the heroes.
You know this guy's like evil, right? Like, you know, he's like
Of course he's evil. I'm not a dipshit.
No, you actually kind of
What's
are.
your point?
See,
you want to work with the evil guy?
well, the evil guy does
Yeah.
certainly have a record of winning, but that's how it always goes. The evil guy always looks like he's winning until the heroes give him his comeuppance.
Look, it's too late. You guys should just get out of town. It's
Nah.
too late. You've already lost.
Well, here's the thing.
Once
We're still here.
once
We're
we
still
find-
winning. It's never
yeah.
too late.
you don't know what you've got.
It's called being a
Yeah.
hero.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back now. Oh, he's gonna punish me. I hate this so much.
So then you
Thanks,
should,
asshole.
if you're afraid of being punished. You have a perfectly
can't-
good person who's trying to be reasonable right there, who wants you to be
can't
happy
believe
and not
it.
evil.
Oh my!
Can we like is he's like depowered, yeah?
Yes, he is. His like Letterman jacket is kind of loose around his frame, but he is depowered. Yes, he's the kind of guy that wears his Coach Letterman jacket everywhere he goes.
His coach. I didn't know they even had those.
Yeah, he had it custom made.
Cool. Can I I was gonna say, can we like restrain him? But that's probably not really like a good idea, I guess. Or I don't know what do we do with it. I don't want him to go back to Ivan, essentially, is what I'm trying to like stop from happening.
We could give him treats.
Okay, I
You know what?
am gonna punch you. I am full on gonna punch you. I don't care if you got a big drill. I'm still gonna punch you. Look. Fine. I can't leave town. I mean, Ivan's going to destroy us all anyways. I'm just trying to get what I want. That's all.
You want to get destroyed?
No,
What is
I
it
was
that
gonna
you
have
Then leave
power.
town.
I can't leave town.
Why?
Because of the deal I made with Ivan, I'm tied to the town. I can't leave the town limits.
What kind of
Do you
power?
ever
are
wonder
you
why we haven't had an
searching
away
for?
game? I don't know. He's looking for some stupid weapon. I don't know. It's gold. That's all I know.
I know what he's looking for.
We can't let him find it.
Oh, yeah. You think you have a chance? This is
Absolutely.
I think I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, you're so mouthy. Are you?
I
one
mean,
of
you
those
said we had no
teenagers or
chance
something?
against you, and now you're standing there in your jacket.
Yeah. You got a big beam. That beam won't work against Ivan, tough guy.
Yeah, we're not going to try to spare Ivan, though. Ivan needs to be beaten. You, on the other
I wouldn't
hand,
spare-
deserve a second
no.
chance.
I don't want a second chance. I don't need. You sound just like him. Ugh. Hippies. You're all hippies. That's what you are.
I'm not a hippie. I'm a hero. There's a difference.
Oh my god. Just keep him away from me, and Coach Gristle just starts to walk off. Constantly kind of stands up and goes, "Should probably get to the hospital, shouldn't I? Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Am I bleeding? I'm bleeding a little bit. Oh well. Thank you. I
You should
apologize
tell
for
people
him.
we saved lives. It's great. We need all the good publicity we can get. Ivan's being a
Dude.
dick.
Oh, well, I mean, I will do what I can, but I'm a stranger. So, oh, yeah, I'm just bleeding a little bit, aren't I? I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine.
I think he's begging for healing.
I don't know if any of us can heal.
Actually, someone can.
I can't.
We have a Blue Ranger.
Our Blue Ranger has healing powers.
I think healing is
I
science. and
do. Yeah, I can.
Science person.
I guess I can spend it. No, it's one of the Power Rangers. I can't heal just anybody.
Oh, okay.
Constantine will let you. he wasn't always this angry. Just couldn't accept himself, and it just tried to keep him from spiraling, but maybe there was just no way to do it. Sorry you got dragged into this. I'm sorry for everything.
He dragged you into this. Don't apologize to us.
I drag myself places. I'm not exactly a good person in this scenario either. But thank you, at least for taking care of the wolf side of him.
Knowing him, he's going to go beg for it to come back.
Well, yes, but the price he paid for it, likely, I don't know if he can. It maybe he can't pay it again. I don't know. This Ivan fellow doesn't seem like one for forgiveness. I can only imagine.
Be safe.
No, I won't be able to do that. Not with my line of work. We'll probably see each other again.
Line of work? What do you do?
Oh, I'm a jewel thief.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I don't know what you want me to do. I was in the ballet and it just didn't pay, so now I steal things. I don't know
Hey, I
what you
have a
want me to tell
question.
you.
Do you know how to find things as a jewel thief?
I kind of.
He can find jewels and steal them.
Right,
Well, normally people tell me where the jewels are, and then I just go and take them. That's
Okay, so
how-
no, he can't even find jewels. Got it.
Well, no, I can find them, but people like to boast about jewelry, and I take it. It's very wasteful, and most of it is done unethically sourced anyway, so it's not like it's that evil a job. It pays tremendously well, though. You should consider doing it. Maybe not you, because your pink suit is quite loud, but I think the rest of you could all probably have a career in jewel thieving if you wanted it.
No,
Hey, Ivan Ooze has got this great big jeweled necklace. Maybe he could go steal that for us.
I would not touch a man called Ivan Ooze for all of the money in the world.
Oh well.
Ooze is in his name. I just got the manicure. I'm not going to touch someone called Ooze. That's not happening. I can't tell if that was a joke or not, so I'm assuming it was serious, actually.
I'm never serious.
Oh, how difficult. Link, do you have a train of thought you were following there? I think potentially.
Yeah, Link does have a train of thought. He was going to be like, "Hey, if you hear anything about like weird items, weird gems, or like jewel encrusted weapons, to pass on the information."
Weapons? Sure. I don't think I've ever heard of a jewel encrusted weapon in real life, but I suppose anything is possible.
Yeah, well, there was an old situation where one of the mayor's daughters went missing, and I get the feeling she was one of us way back in the day. And I'm looking for her weapon.
I don't know really anything about the history of the town. I just come in and steal things. I don't really stick around normally. But yeah, yes, I wish you well in your pursuit. I guess if I hear anything, I will drop a line. I will find you. You're not hard to find. You're all very distinctive. Not what I would use, but whatever works for you, I suppose.
Well, there's a spot, and Link's going to describe a spot where he's used to some of his classmates to drop cheat sheets for school. He's like, there's a spot over by one of the lions that are up front of the historical society. One of them has the paw just slightly off the ground, and you can slip a piece of paper underneath it.
The one that you shot in the video that keeps playing on television?
I did not shoot Lefty, okay? Lefty was like a monster, so Ivan Ooze brought it to life, and we were trying to turn them back into statues.
Oh, well, he must really dislike you to have altered that footage. Then I would say.
Yeah, see, that's why we need good publicity because he's using
Oh.
Photoshop and people believe him. Anyway, it's not Lefty; it's the one next to Lefty. The foot is just slightly off the ground. You can hide a piece of paper underneath it. So if you find anything, just put it down there, and I'll find it. I'll come get that piece of paper eventually.
Righty. So is one of them lefty and the other one is righty?
Lefty's missing
That's
his
not
left
very-
front. He was missing his front left paw. That's why I call him Lefty.
Interesting. Yes, if I hear anything, I'll let you. No,
Thank you.
right. It's a very strange day. Even stranger than it should be. And Constantine is going to walk out of the scene.
Bye.
To the hospital to get himself checked out because he took at least one. He was at least grabbed by a wolf, so there's some collateral damage. Yes, but because Leah is kind of hovering on the edges of the scene, so they'll be able to hear you. But they're aware of the guards, so they're kind of half listening.
Okay, so we have. I brought it up to him just in case, but we've discovered that Ivan Ooze is trying to gather the weapons to absorb them, and then if he succeeds, everything goes kablooey.
What do you mean by the weapons?
Power Ranger weapons from the previous generations. I managed to sort of make contact with a red sword thanks to Jules. I gave it a little bit of my energy, but we got to find them. They're in a cave somewhere. I think they're underground. There's only so many natural caves that I'm aware of.
The more important
In and around
thing is
Centurion.
those ones have already been absorbed. The more important thing is finding the one that's here that has not been absorbed. If he absorbs that, if he finds it and absorbs it, everyone dies.
Right, but doesn't that red one also have your dad, like the mirror with your dad?
I don't know. That's not important. What's important is finding the weapon so that we don't all die. I can't
Right,
save
I'm
my
pretty
dad
sure
if
it's
we're
that-
dead.
I'm pretty sure it's that gold one that I saw in my dream. My chosen one dream where it's convinced me that I'm supposed to be a hero. Anyway, it's a staff with some golden stripes. I think it had a big ball in the end. I can't really remember.
Okay. How do you propose we find this thing? Do the other sentient weapons know where it is?
They don't, but I think the cult might be able to give us some clues.
And I
You know,
mean,
the sewer cult.
worst case, we can go back to my house and talk to them. I don't know where else we can. I think if there's black ooze, we can talk to them through the ooze. I don't know.
Was there a pink one?
I think so. I talked to the blue one. He talked to the red one. It sounded like there were other ones there, but I think you can only talk to your color.
Oh.
Because the only one that talked to me was the blue one.
I didn't talk to the blue one. I did, however, see the red one. It was a sword. It was floating in the middle of like nothingness and a cave. I brought a spider with me through the goo. It was weird.
Well, I mean, I was in a greenhouse talking to some Black Ranger guy.
What?
Yeah. In my
This
6
is
seconds
also
of
weird.
long,
Apparently, the colors are connected somehow. I don't know. The fact that I'm red is like very specific. Like, there's a bunch of reds.
Okay.
Some would say there is a forever amount of them.
I guess we should
That's me.
go
I
pay
thought it was
our
hilarious. Thank you.
cults a visit, I guess.
Yeah, I think the cult is our next best bet, unless you have a different idea. And he looks at Jules, and then he looks at Alex.
burritos.
Oh yeah, no, we can hit up Tito's. We can hit up Tito's taco truck on the way. He just reopened.
So, where would you like to go? Yes. By the way, as you drive around town, anytime there is a place with a TV that could potentially run the news, you do get the treat of driving by the news, watching the altered footage of the Power. It's the only thing the news seems to be playing is the altered footage of the Power Rangers destroying things, except for the thing you actually did destroy. No one has context for that other than you.
Right.
Lies, filthy lies.
Well, I guess I mean the best way that I know to get to the cult is through that little
The
that
quote
sewer.
beach,
Yeah, the sewer at the
the
beach.
the dock with all
Pier.
blocks.
It's a pier. It's not a beach. It's a pier. You can't beach on it.
Did you just say the
It's-
beach is going to appear?
Oh my god.
It's a joke because we kept calling it a beach, even though there was nothing but rocks all over the place.
There's not enough of it for it to be beach, but yes, you will eventually get to the
beach?
pier.
I'm gonna forever refer to it as the beach as a running gag. I'm just gonna let you know that now.
That's fine. I appreciate that. There's more
Well-
emotional damage to come, so I deserve that at least.
Here we are at the beach.
It's a very pitiful beach.
The beach is that way.
Anyway, I'm assuming did we demorph or like I'm curious here.
Yeah, I feel like when we're not in combat, like we should like it should be like an automatic like demorph unless we like say that we're still morphed. I don't know.
I mean, is the cult gonna know our identities? Should we be like morphed
Don't
when
they
we go to
already-
try to meet them?
Don't they already
Uh,
know?
They had the drill sword weapon that ended up, so they don't care. They're a cult.
Yeah,
alright.
they kind of know who we are.
Cool, let's do this. Into the sewers we go. Never thought I would ever actually say that. Wait, isn't that the second time I've said that?
Cowabunga, dude.
Anyone going into the sewers with or without a pizza, if we're doing a Tage Bean and Turtle Sing, please give me an alertness roll.
I would like to remind you that I cannot be surprised.
No,
But you cannot. You
I'm
can
aware.
be unalert.
I'm aware that you can't be surprised. That has changed a couple of things that I've done. Yes, that's fine.
I
a
got an
14.
18.
You did.
I got a 14.
14.
I as well got a 14. I don't know if you heard me say that.
I was going to ask if Jules was coming along, since we've heard nothing from Jules.
That's because we won't shut up. That's why.
That's exactly.
Damn.
Fair enough.
That's why she's unalert because we're talking.
It's not. It's that you're going into a sewer, so it is a sewer. It's clean for a sewer, but it's still a sewer. You didn't notice this last time you were here, but there are those weird flower things all along the walls of the sewer.
Oh, gross.
You will eventually come across a place that seems empty, but then a woman in a shroud will appear and goes, "Stop! You are not welcome here."
What?
That's
Says
rude.
who?
That's what she said.
Why
You are not
not?
welcome here because you are
And-
dangerous to us.
Who
Or
are
you
you?
are in contact with us. Oh. She takes off the shroud, and it's Katie, the girl that was in the cleanup crew, and she goes, "You guys can't be here. We don't want you down here. We don't want anything to do with you."
We're
We
trying
did
to
what we
find
had
this
to do.
thing.
Yes. What thing do you want to find? Because we know everything. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a staff that has like some golden stripes on it. And maybe a ball in the
So
end.
are
I
we.
can't quite remember that.
It has a ruby on the end of it. Yes. So are we.
Do you have any idea where it could be?
Well, we've been working under the assumption that it's part of the battery of the town, but we can't seem to find it anywhere the battery should be, so we don't really know.
One last question.
Yeah.
Because I know you want us to leave. Do you know anything about one of the mayor's daughters missing, like back in the olden times when pitchforks were still a thing and they had newspaper boys?
So like
Oh.
the 80s.
Well, yeah. So it's the 18. Yes, it's part of the deep lore. You probably don't. I mean, you'd have to. I guess you wouldn't know, would you? Because your memory would be altered. Yes, that was one
My
of
memory would be altered?
See, he already forgot.
Yes. They don't
Anyone-
teach the real history of Centurion Ridge. So if your memory wasn't altered, you wouldn't know it. Anyways.
Yeah. The reason why I'm asking is because I feel like she was connected to us, and that might be a clue to find that staff.
Oh, well, yes, because she would have been chosen if she hadn't died. Have you... How much information do you have? Has no one told you?
Oh, I know the previous generations of us have been killed by Ivan. I know that much.
You don't seem to know enough specifics about it, though. Look, my father's very sick, so we'll do this very quickly. Just ask whatever questions you have, and then the longer you hear, the more Ivan might come to get us, and I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with him. He's not funny, and I'm trying to keep my dad alive. So
Link is going to motion to the rest of the group who apparently have questions because he's been interrupting.
I mean, you kind of took the ones that I had, so
Oh, did I?
yeah, just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank now.
Okay. Then I have more questions. How do you know how many generations of us there have been? Whether they succeeded or well, they've all failed. We'll be the first to succeed.
well, it's
It'll be
not
great.
it's that the weapons destroyed the town, and then Ivan wipes the memory before he goes back to sleep. It happens in a cycle. So he has the weapon. He takes it from the person that was supposed to get it, and then it destroys the town. And then everyone's memory gets wiped, and so the real history of the town goes unknown. And it just so happens that we're the cult. We're in a line of the first actual founder of the town. Before he woke up, so we have some memories that you don't have. Oh, that hurts to do. It never hurts to do the memory thing. Yeah. So that's
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
The Rangers before us, they all. No, that's a stupid question. They're all dead.
Well, I mean, dead or
Except for
depowered.
one, right? Because one didn't find their weapon.
It's the gold weapon.
It's a special weapon. So the first family, the King family, their son Trey, was he had a sickness, a fever of some kind. So he passed before any weapon could be passed in him because he died quite young. But his is the weapon that we've been looking for this whole time. We believe it has the power to stop Ivan. And if Ivan gets it, obviously, with everything else he's done, if it's as strong or stronger than the other ones, it's the end of this city.
The King family. So if we find maybe a descendant of them, we'll be able to find out, because our weapon's called to us, right? So if we can find out who was supposed to be, or like who this gold power could belong to, maybe it'll draw us to it.
I mean, we've been looking for the gold weapon since before many of you were even conceived of, and we've never been able to find it. We don't know where it is. We know it's supposed to be here, but we don't know where it is. We haven't been able to find it. We've been running under the assumption it's like a battery, because that's the. Have you noticed this? The sewer systems, they make the form of a battery.
Link's gonna raise his hand.
Is that a question, or you've noticed that?
I haven't actually looked into it, but it makes sense. Well, what I was gonna ask is, have you searched any of the natural caves around the city? Because I know some of them still exist. Also,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and finish your question.
Yeah, I was going to ask if your group has come in contact with any of our other predecessors, or has it just been a you hold the weapons until they come get them, and then and then they
Oh,
bite it?
well, I mean, we don't wish for any of you to die. We don't really. We're trying. We just want the city to thrive. Once the city begins to thrive without Ivanus, we're likely to leave the sewers and come back to normal life. But and then she kind of shakes her head and goes, "It's getting really warm in here. Can you smell that? Oh, I don't like that. See, this is what happens. We were fine, and then you walked in. The city's like a battery. We've been checking locations that fit along the battery. We haven't been able to find. The closest we got, there was something in the opera house, but when we got back to get it, it was gone. It was like it didn't look right, but it was blue. It was the wrong color. We've been looking for the Gold Ranger for a long time, and we don't know who it
Oh,
is.
how we found him? There's apparently a guy who I think is a time traveler who was here and now he's gone.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But whatever it is, there is a. She starts staggering a little bit. There's a weapon. It's gold, and it either has the power to save us all or destroy us all, depending upon who wields it.
I've seen
We've
it
been
in my
looking for it
dreams.
forever. Oh, well, that's good. That's more than any of us have ever had happen.
Yeah, I got a chosen one dream. There was like some weird ancient Chinese martial arts dudes who were telling me I was the chosen one. They tried to give me the staff, and I don't know.
Well, you're all chosen. That's how this works, and you're all alive. So you're doing much better than any of the other people that we've been looking out for. We're the first ones in my lifetime, I guess. We're the same lifetime. Um, yes. So is there anything else I can I can answer? I need to get back to my father.
Nope, we should let you go so you can stop dying now. Bye. And then Link's gonna turn around and go back the way they came.
Uh,
We
Jules, give
apologize.
me no. Jules, give me a science, please.
I'm going to use one of my idea points to give myself an edge on this.
Sure. I love that. And what is your expression for when you use your idea point? Because you can say Eureka or you can have another one if you so
Jinkies.
wish.
Zoinks.
Jinkies.
16.
Great. So you know that weird smell that was in your house, that kind of like way too clean, unnerving disinfectant smell? These flowers kind of seem to produce that scent. It's very low grade when they're not a lot of them, but there are enough here that the smell is almost it's like when you're in a place that's used too much bleach to clean. Like it's that like the longer you're in it, the less you notice it, but like it's still pretty brisk.
I'll just file that away to think about that later as we're leaving.
That's fair.
It was the flowers that were making her sick.
Are you saying that aloud?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
They're sewer people, and if it's a slightly disinfectant smell, pretty sure the flowers are what were making her sick. I wonder if we can find a place that's underground that doesn't have these flowers.
I don't
Every
know.
place we've gone has had them, haven't they? Every like underground place we've gone has had flowers.
I mean, was it the opera house that had them?
The upper
remember
house basement did have them.
I don't remember if the bowling alley had them.
The bowling alley had a bowling pin monster, but you hadn't been there in a while.
Not the bowling alley. Unless anybody of you have a better idea.
No, let's check it out.
I mean, is this going to help us find this weapon? Because if it's not going to help us find this weapon, I don't see the point.
I mean, it helps eliminate a possibility. So narrowing down the places it's not will help us find it.
Okay.
By the way, this bowling alley is there anything you want to ask Ernie? Because this bowling alley is adjacent to Ernie's property.
Hey, Ernie, have you ever heard of the Battery of the City?
Uh, Ernie kind of looks up from his burrito. Guess he ordered a burrito for himself off of whatever legally distinct entity delivers food in the city. Ridge Dash. We'll say it's Ridge Dash.
It's the Ridge Racers. That's why our vehicles are called the same thing.
Okay. Yes. We'll say the Ridge Racers is their food delivery system. And he looks up and goes, well, I mean, it's not kind of like more rumor than fact. It's the idea that all of the streets in the city line up in a battery, and there are certain points of interest that are historical that are battery points. Like it's one of those things where, like, when you see it, you either see the battery or you think the person is absolutely insane. So why? Or
We're looking for something.
Hypothetically, if we were to find a gold staff, where do you think we would find one? That's not in the
I
bowling alley.
mean, I've been looking for it all of my life, so your guess would be as good as mine.
So where have you looked so we don't look there?
I mean, I haven't really tried. I've really just looked in the city when I get to places like attics, basements, cupboards. Went to the junk. I go to the junkyard, try to see if it's there, but I mean, I don't know enough about it to know what I'm even looking for. I assume it's gold. That's about all.
I
Um,
think it's a black staff with golden stripes and a big red jewel on the top. At least that's
I didn't know.
if my dreams are correct. That's what it looks like.
I didn't know it had a jewel on top. It's good to know. No, yeah, I knew about the stripe, but as far as didn't know it was stuff. That's good to know. Yeah, I guess just follow the sewer. That's about all I can um say. Jules, are you okay? You seem upset.
I'm fine.
Maybe.
We just need to find this weapon.
Oh,
That definitely means she's not fine.
Oh, she's definitely not fine. But there's not a lot we can do about it right now, I don't think.
We just need to find this weapon.
right.
That's all.
Finding the weapon will help us find her dad, so we can save her dad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if there's anything I can do, let me know. I like to be useful.
We're gonna need to use the and Link gets real sad all of a sudden. The hole that was drilled into the wall to the
Oh, I mean, yeah, we haven't patched up the hole, so it's there. It's the bowling alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope things are okay. They don't seem to be okay, but
I mean, if he finds the staff, we might all be screwed.
well, yeah, that's what the prophecy says. Whoever wields the staff wields the power.
So I
It
get to
doesn't
pull
seem
you
like
in,
a
right?
good thing for him to have.
Ernie, you wouldn't happen to have any relationship to the King family, would you?
Not that I know of.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, no, I don't think we have anybody with even the middle name King in my family. But no, thank you for asking. That's weird that you would mention them. That's not something most people know about.
Do you know anybody that's related to said family?
Oh, God, no. I think I think my friends in the sewer would have already found them if they were. I mean, the only person that I know about is because they wrote it down was Trey, and he's a
dead.
myth more than a person. Well, yeah, and I don't know that I even believe he existed, because technically that means that the town would have been settled before all of the history books, so it doesn't make any sense to me.
So, where would one find where he might have been buried if he was actually buried, because if he's a myth and was the person who's supposed to have this, maybe it's there.
Oh God, I wouldn't even know. I mean the big cemetery in town,
Do you think the
and
sewer people have like a secret library that like has all of the history that like gets
I mean
forgotten every 40 years because of this
it's
whole
not.
Ivan thing?
I wouldn't call it a library. It's like one journal where we write down stuff.
It's
Um,
microfiche.
no, microfiche. Good job. No, it's just there's. I mean there was the World's Fair incident. There was a thing in Angel Grove with the music festival that we're not sure was related, but we think it might be. There was a time the Enchantress burned down. Those all got wiped.
Wait, go back. Go back to the music festival. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Oh. It was in.
To the
It was in
60s?
the '60s. Yeah, it was in the '60s at some point. And I mean, it's in Angel Grove, so it's not here. But
Right. No, I don't care. Just tell me about it, please. It's important. It might be important.
well, the only reason we think it's important was because there were like five young adults that died during the festival, and
How did they die?
then all. I mean, I don't like.
Please, I promise. I need to know.
Well, no one's sure. Some people think it was like a bad acid trip, but others swear they were buried. And
They were.
there's no way to know because everybody was like on stuff at that festival. So
No,
it's
they were. Um, do you know anything else about it? Is there any information anywhere, like the historical society maybe? Is there anywhere that I might be able to get more information?
I would try the historical society. I would try the Enchantress. Um, Sometimes they have overflow storage from the historical society that the society might not have. They've got a basement. It's boarded up, so you'll have to like break through to get there. But it might be worth breaking through to get to it.
She's gonna pull out her dad's drawings and put them on the table in front of him. I think these are about that. And I need to know more about it. Because I think that it is absolutely part of this. I just don't know how.
Yes, of course. Ernie's face goes like a weird shade of pale, and he's like, I don't like this. That hurts.
What?
Okay. No, I'm getting. Okay, I have to do this quick because I think I'm gonna faint here in about 5 minutes. I think you're right. Feeling a lot of energy, very familiar. Right before we lose our memories. I think it'll be fine.
She'll pick them up and like put them back in her bag to see if that helps.
Oh, he's coming. He's almost there, isn't he? Is this the last one? Because they said the gold was the last one.
This is the last one, which is why we have to find it.
Yeah, I know. If you don't, everything goes kablooey.
Everyone
That's what we've been looking
dies.
for this whole time. We thought if we found it, we kept it safe. We can't find it. We don't know why. I would say check the basement of the Enchantress. You'll have to break into the basement because it doesn't technically exist. But they built the new Enchantress on top of the old one. And if you haven't found anything at the Historical Society, it would have to be there because that's where the old overflow was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm real worried for you kids. I'm real worried.
Well, it's do or die, and if my chosen one dreams anything to go by, we will do, not die.
Yeah, I vote do.
Well, that's good. Yeah, No, that's good. From inside of your bag, backpack, whatever you keep the pictures in, you hear Ivan's laughter.
Gonna
Let's go
ignore
to
it.
the Enchantress, I guess.
Yeah, that's my vote.
And I think Ivan's laughter, ignored or not, peeling through as Ernie steadied himself on the counter, looking very pale, is where we're going to end tonight's adventure. And next time you can decide if you're going to the Enchantress, if you're going to just attempt to walk the circuit of the battery, or whatnot. And we'll do that next time on Power Rangers Centurion, where more lore will be revealed. As apparently, whatever Ivan is looking for, you must be getting close to too. We'll see. With the continuing adventures of Power Rangers Centurion. Good night.
Okay, we're out.